Hi, my name is Jeff, and here we are in the middle of May during the lockdown, and I thought I might share my garden with you to show you some of the things that have been happening in the last few months and perhaps give you an idea about what is possible. Not everybody is lucky enough to have a greenhouse, but if you do, or do have one, or you can get hold of one, then obviously that would be great. You can buy those really cheap plastic ones from supermarkets, DIY stores and so on, but if you can get hold of one, then you can widen that whole scope of what is possible. So here is a very small greenhouse. It's 8 feet by 6 feet, and I've installed a few little shelves to start things up on, and we can go inside and just see what's on those shelves. So on the ground here, I've got, as you can see, I've got 3 tomato plants in grow bags and 2 tomatoes which are in tubs. And all I did was to put compost into the tubs, and as you see with the grow bag, I've got 2 there, but one on top of the other with a hole cut underneath the top one and in the top of the bottom one, which gives it a lot more soil to get its roots into. Here on a shelf I've got some geraniums on one side and fuchsias here on the left hand side, all of which I grew from cuttings taken at the back end of last year. And then lower down here I've got 2 hanging baskets which I've just planted out just a few days ago, all ready soon hopefully to put up on the wall. On this shelf here you will see a few seedlings, some of which, most of which I put out from seed, all ready to plant out. There's some petunias in the far corner, there's some brassicas, Brussels sprouts, peas, beetroot, tomatoes, there's some squash plants, some Brussels sprouts plants, and a few pumpkin plants. And then finally right at the end here there are some climbing beans just beginning to come through, which I planted from seed, well, probably about a week, 9 days ago. This is a rather miserable picture of 2 types of climbing beans which I had grown in the greenhouse, put outside about a week ago, and guess what? The frost got them. So they were curtailed. But as you can see, most of them are starting to grow again. So here's a rule: never be discouraged. One of the things that is really good to grow if you've got a bit of space is soft fruit. Obviously if you like the stuff and you want to eat it, then grow it. But here we've got a strawberry bed. I've made a little raised bed. As you can see, I put some strawberry plants in. There's not many formed yet, but as you can see there's a lot of flowers that the insects are pollinating for us very kindly at the moment. And what I've done is just cover the whole lot with a net which will let the insects in but keep the birds out, on a few bits of wood upon which I've got some old yogurt pots and cartons and so on just to rest the net on. In the background here we can see 3 blackcurrant bushes, all slightly different sizes, mainly because I put them in at different times, but they're about 2 or 3 years old now, and as you can see they're going to produce a real wealth of blackcurrants this year. Down here on the right hand side there's 2 gooseberry bushes. They're Japanese type, bought from a nursery for about £4 or £5 each. They've been in about 3 years, but again, as you can see, they've got a good fruit on, even though it's only the middle of May. And then panning left here, there's 6 rhubarb plants, all of which I actually divided and grew from one very small rhubarb, which I got about 3 years ago. So, as you can see, with proper nurturing and care, I've already taken a good crop of that off, a good armful, and given quite a lot of it away, which is one of the other pleasures, of course, of gardening, is giving your produce away. Always brings a smile to someone's face. And finally, in the soft fruit section of my garden are 2 rows of raspberries. These are autumn raspberries. You can get basically autumn raspberries and summer fruiting raspberries. With experience, I tend to have gone for the autumn. They tend to be a bit hardier, don't need quite as much attendance, and so they're starting to come through now. They have pretty deep roots, put in at the winter time 2 or 3 years ago, but they're starting to come up. And last year, just from these 2 small rows, we had more raspberries than we could eat, and we're still eating them from the freezer now. So here I've got some raised beds which I made from some spare wood that I had, and each bed will have a different thing in it, and I'll talk about planning a garden on another video, but just showing you what we've got here now. The first bed was potatoes. The second bed completely empty, but it's got a frame and net in it, which is waiting for brassicas. That's Brussels sprouts and broccoli, that sort of thing. You can see the remnants there with the yellow flowers there of some purple sprouting broccoli. We've had as much as we're going to get this year, but I've left that in for the moment because the insects are loving all those flowers. And behind that rather ugly purple netting, inside there are some peas, and if we pan to the right, we will see some onions and garlic, which I planted about October last year. And then we've got broad beans, which are flowering up, setting and already forming, and under that little bit of tunnel we've got a few lettuce. So here we have a little seed bed. From the left here we've got some rocket planted from seed, some radish which are coming up almost ready to eat. There's 2 rows of carrot just come through, and then there's green leaf is spinach, which you can just put in salads and so on. You probably may not be able to see it yet, but there's a row of parsnip, and then another row of carrot, and then I've got 3 rows of beetroot, and right at the end here some pretty old leeks that are probably going to come up in the next day or 2. So that's a tour of my little vegetable garden and soft fruit garden. Thank you very much for watching, and have a look at some of the other videos that I'll be posting soon to give you a little bit more detail.